Mike. I'm at Cedar Creek Lake on a boat dock. Actually a two-story boat dock. So I'm on the roof with my buddy the owl. We don't have a snake up here to keep the birds away, so Mr. Owl hangs out. So this is a renovation project that we did and a new pool. What we did is there was an existing two-story wood deck that came off the upper story of this building, and we tore that off in its entirety and came in with the two-story cabana. So upper story is all for seating with iron, and the columns has the gas lamps that wrap around the whole structure. Underneath we have the outdoor kitchen, and from that level we kept everything one level as we went out to the Vanishing Edge pool. That way we were able to transition over the slight slope in the grass that went down to the walkway on the edge of the lake. So we've got fire features on the corners of the Vanishing Edge basin with a dry stacked spillway, so we get a little bit of a visual effect as it goes over the Vanishing Edge weir. And then we walk down to a fire pit that we can actually sit around as we walk right up the from the lake as we've docked our boat. So this is an excellent lakeside property. It's a beautiful setting, and what's great now is there's actually water in the lake for everybody to enjoy, unlike last summer where we were all standing above sand. So this was the existing porch we started with, and as we transitioned off the existing porch, we made this all level. When we first started, this was 2 steps down to the ground, which is kind of the elevation of the trees and everything. So as we transition off this existing foundation to the new concrete, there is an expansion joint cut through the pattern of the stone deck, because there will be slight movement there. That's called a mastic joint. So let's come over here and look at this kitchen. We've got some boulders countertops, which are very nice. We had a challenge in the fact that we had a bedroom window right here, so we didn't actually run the bar all the way down to the end, so we had more visibility looking out of the window into the covered porch area. Here we have a huge side burner, which is called a Versa burner. The Versa burner can also be used, oh loud, huh? Set a wok-on, or a big skillet or a stock pot. So it's a very nice side burner unit. Here we have a large grill, and then we have its companion, the egg. We have a trash slot going on here, so we can actually throw trash directly down into the bin below. And the drop-in cooler is a great place to have your drinks and everything. So this gives us some nice counter space. It also gives us a nice area for bar stools on the other side. And this existing structure that was here came out to this point right here. And at this point right here, this was a wood deck on the second floor and just some ceiling fans underneath. And they wanted to be able to sit out here in the rain. So what we did is we actually came in with a circular staircase, as you can see right here, which goes up to the second floor. Circular staircases are usually pretty tight around, so you got to make sure you got enough room to walk up it and walk down. We're not going to go up there right now, but that second floor area is a great patio area which overlooks the whole lake. Plus, it provides a solid surface here, which we came in. There's lightweight concrete poured in place up there, travertine on the roof side, and then we came in with the cedar here on the underside. And what we did to tie everything in is we came in and put cedar under the existing porch as well, and then came in with all the new cedar out here. We also came in with masonry columns instead of the wood posts that were here previously, and then that allowed us to have the stone eyebrow arches in between the columns. In that area, we recessed a can light up into it, as well as the can lights that we recessed up into our ceiling, which we have an extra row of here over the outdoor kitchen area. So ceiling fans help stir the breeze underneath this space, so this makes this an awesome area. So what we did was we extended the stone all the way out to the edge of the covered space, And at that point, we transitioned to a textured and colored concrete because we wanted something fairly neutral out here around the pool. Also, we came in with the coping, which was the Oklahoma flagstone, which matches up with the Oklahoma flagstone underneath our porch for our edge. Now, one thing that's critical about Vanishing Edge pools, which we forgot to mention, let's back up a second here. As you can see initially, looking over, you can see the grass. And as you back up, as you look from the primary view inside the house, the grass starts disappearing. It's like magic. Hocus pocus, no more grass among us. Okay, now we've got water-to-water connection. Now, because the bubbler is running right now, that surface is kind of rippling in texture similar to the lake. We turn the bubbler off, then it's like glass on the top, and it contrasts a little bit with the lake. Color-wise is a critical issue. Do we want the watercolor in the pool to blend with the lake water? And to do that, we have to use a black pebble sheen. As you come up here and look at it, most people are like, black? Really? Do I have to use black? Well, that's what blends best with the lake water. So as you look into the pool right here, where there's no reflection, you can actually see that it's a black pebble sheen. Now, the only problem that we have right now is lawn maintenance guys just mowed the yard, so they scattered a little bit of clippings on the surface, which shows up really well against the black. Most people are concerned, can you see things in the black? Actually, you can see things really well, as long as they're not black with white speckles. So we walk over here, we came in at the fire on the two corners to accent. They say it actually calls them home, so when they come up from the lake, they can actually see their house quite easily by the two anchors on the edges of the Vanishing Edge. So let's walk over here to the Vanishing Edge. Now, everything has to stay flat, but the yard isn't, so as we transition down, we got to go down some steps to get to the existing grade, which this tree was at the existing grade, so that's why we've got a wall here to protect it. And then we had some plantings on the edge of the patio so people didn't feel like they were going to step off and fall into the yard. The Vanishing Edge weir here was done in a stair-step flagstone, so we get a nice water feature from a visual standpoint as it comes down. The other thing is they wanted a place to gather and to sit as they came out of the lake, and so we built this fire pit right as you go up the stairs from the lake itself, along with some steps for people to hang out on. Now, one of the cool things is the fire feature from inside helps hide the handrails coming up from the lake below. So all these little things we think about. So one thing also about the Vanishing Edge is there's several rows of tile inside because the water line, as we discussed on another video, doesn't come all the way to the top of this basin. You'll have to see what's a Vanishing Edge to find out the specific details on why that occurred. So this is a awesome Vanishing Edge pool. We have an awesome 2-story cabana with an outdoor kitchen, all here on Cedar Creek Lake. Hope you guys have enjoyed the tour and have an awesome evening. Watch out for the owl up there. He's scaring all the birds away. So take care.